I mean, they're gonna hit Feel the Rush now, and if they hit Feel the Rush, oh my god, yes, yes. That's fine. I mean, they've just used one of their vengeance. I mean, obviously, Ruination or Atrocity, and they still hit, but then we just go, you think you're being smart, Yugi, but not today, as your 10-10s become useless. And plus, like, he's not leveled yet, but yeah, we do that. Hello, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel, again with another deck for you today. This one is actually one which is involved in the new Demacian card, Molten, whatever the hell it was called. It's Molten something, my mind can't remember. Anyway, let's get into this. So the deck is called Molten Peak, and let's see whether or not you can guess why it's called Molten Peak, but also I want to find out what the name of that card was. So it's Molten Breath, right? So obviously Molten Breath is the new card from for Demacia, which is a slow speed spell. If an ally has Fury, it strikes which is 2 weakest. So obviously you want to be building this with dragons, but we're also going back to it was a concept I've already done on this channel. The video is somewhere. It was called Dragon's Peak, but obviously we're doing Molten Peak this time. Whereby what we're doing is we're using Targon's Peak to be able to get out our big boy dragons, and also the potential of a Bright Steel Protector if needed, but get out these big dragons, and then boom, Molten Core. The fact that Molten Core could cost 0, it's just such an amazing thing to do. And obviously when Judgment has always worked really well with Fury units anyway. The one thing to bear in mind with this card is that it does say an ally with Fury strikes, which is the 2 weakest. This card can get hard countered by Hush. If they hush the dragon unit, it takes away Fury from them, which means that literally this 6 cost spell just fizzles, and that's why I like the idea of it in this deck, because the idea that it could cost 0 makes it that little bit more okay. I can accept if I lose that, but then I still got a Judgment move and things like that. But yeah, again, Judgment could cost 0 just to help you out. So this is a lot of fun. So you've got the early game in here, the ability to get another dragon and whatnot. Early game in here just to try and basically keep yourself alive and kicking. Got a couple of sharp sights in there for elusives. Diverted Path to help you, so basically because you want to be basically dropping Targon's Peak on turn 5. Situational, of course. So that is going to help you get there, as well as the fact that there's a lot of people running landmarks at the moment, so the chance to get rid of a landmark, it also helps with that. Shyvana is really good in this deck for something to be in there early game, and obviously just works really well with dragons, and the fact that you can level her very quickly with Molten Core. The one problematic thing with Shyvana is the fact that in her first stage, she doesn't have Fury. It's only in her upgraded stage that she has Fury, which she obviously turns into a dragon. So it's kind of upsetting because sometimes she's on the ball, you're just like, I wish I could use Molten Breath on you right now, but obviously you can't. Got Fangs in there just for a little bit of life steal, just to help keep you by, as well as creating another unit if needed. Because bear in mind, we are quite top heavy, so anything that's correct. So that's why I'm playing Fangs over what's his face, the other 4 cost, who's got like a little bit more life still, but he has to be played on Daybreak. Sunforger, that's the word. Solari Sunforger. So I'm actually playing Fangs just because it gives me that life steal that I need to maybe support myself, but also creates another unit, or gives me the chance to use a spell that might be helpful. So that's why I like that. Concerted Strike in there for just good as well. One of the best dragons. The one dragon I really wanted to put into this deck was I can't think of its damn name, the 5 cost one. So I really wanted to put this dragon into the deck. I ended up deciding not to, because I definitely wanted to have a Eclipse Dragon in here to be making ASOL cheaper. I definitely wanted to be playing this dragon because I wanted to be increasing the damages and whatnot. I definitely wanted to be playing this because Lee Sin is still a thing, especially with Aphelios. Now, Aphelios does actually kind of work with Lee Sin, and there's other things that basically you just want to be stopping them from attacking forward. So I really wanted to have some Mind Splitters in this deck. So it was really hard to decide what I wanted to kind of take out to put this in. So I ended up just cutting it completely. But I do like the fact that it's got Spell Shield, so therefore it's harder for your opponent to counter if you throw Molten Breath on top of this. That's the one thing I will say that I honestly considered it. There's obviously the chance that Eggman could give this to you, so the Egghead Researcher could give it, but it's a chance, it's not a definite. Yes, but please let me know if you run this deck. Let me know how it goes. It was definitely like a lot of fun testing this out. So we're going to see a couple of matches with it. But I hope that, yeah, again, double check. So if you haven't already, let's go into shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I am active on Twitch and Twitter a lot, less so on Instagram. But if you want to come catch the action live on Twitch, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I'm live on that Twitch channel, doing crazy things and whatnot like this. So if you feel like you want to stop on by and watch some of the foolishness live, please feel free to always stop by and say hey. It's always good. There is also the Discord link down below if you want to join the Discord, where theory crafting, like deck building, just general talking about this game or other games can happen. Please feel free to if you want to join the lovely community of people who are there. There's also, I see, the t-shirt that I'm wearing. The merch link is down below. Do not feel forced to buy anything. It's only if you want to stop by and have a look and see, because I've obviously been doing a few Legends of Runeterra designs. I love Legends of Runeterra so much, I wanted to wear it, and sadly there wasn't too much about that I wanted, so I was like, I'll make what I want. I hired a really good graphic designer to be able to do this, so yep, some really good designs out there. But anyway, enough of this jibber jabber. Let's see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. Okay, so we are against the the deck which basically, why can't we give names right now, ramps itself up, and then just like uses atrocity, decimate. Also, we've got our landmark. We've got a little bit of early game. We've got something which at least hopefully is going to be able to stun Trundle slash Trendemir. So, I mean, the problem is, so we are against a deck which is all about ramping up to use their big things, and we are basically going to be making things in their hand cost 0. So I'd be lying if I said that this was the ideal. I'd be lying if I said this was the ideal matchup for who I'm against right now. But okay, it's okay. It's okay. So, because I mean, and the fact is that they can ramp there as well, which is also not a nice thing to see. Potential vengeance move, but we go anyway. So, Screeching Dragon is somewhat okay. But next turn, obviously, we know that we're dropping Landmark, even though we could be legitimately giving our opponent so much ammunition against us. Like, the fact they've not played anything means that their hand is probably top heavy. And so, all I've got left, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I have to take it. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is, you know, when like you're not doing the smart move, but at the same point, like in your head, you're telling yourself, this is totally smart right now, what I'm doing. So, just because if it hits landmark, I'd rather it be landmark than hit the spell that draws slash destroys the landmark. It's elementary, my dear Watson. So the fact that we could now be getting their ruinations to cost 0, we could be getting like so many things on our opponent's side of the board to cost 0 that we really don't want to cost 0. We immediately go for it, like especially if they've got Feel the Rush in hand. We definitely don't want their Feel the Rushes to cost 0. Or okay, I mean, so like okay, that's not the worst. That's not the worst hit. So still go forward. See what they play, because if they play like Trundle or something, King of Trolls. King of Trolls. Oh, you don't have Fury yet, but you can. But then, so here's the thing: you don't have the health. You don't have the attack stat right now to kill him. She does. It's so annoying because it's only when she levels up that she gets Fury. Otherwise, boom, this would be. I'd be laughing right now instead of crying deeply on the inside. Yeah. So, we're now going with the hopes and dreams. Okay, so the stun move is potentially coming up next turn. We can buff all of the dragons up right now. And we still have a Molten Breath move if needed. So, of course, I mean, you knocked them up. You knocked them down just for us to knock them back up again to the exact same amount of damage that was just taken away from them. So, and now we also have Molten, which at least means that, so if there's another, if that's a, okay, that's fine, because it now means that if we use Molten, I feel like I use it on top of, right. Yeah, I feel like I use it on top of a challenge minion. Like, potentially she dies here, right? Because, like, there's loads of different things that kill her for 1 health, right? Like, in terms of Vile Feast, Unspeakable Horror, like, loads of different things that can kill her and pick her off for this damage. But, sod it. Ah, she leveled! Wait! I mean, we've got a bit, I mean, if our opponent doesn't do anything, I mean, or potentially 0 mana Ruination right now. Zero mana. Actually, no. What did it hit this? Okay, right, so they know they're going to be bringing up. Why didn't you kill that when you had the chance? You could have killed that. I mean, yeah, they're going to now use Ice Pillar, refresh their mana, and go, hey, like damn apples as they go again. So, that's a thing. But I need to hope that we've at least dealt with enough of it that we should be some. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, that's a shame, because I was really hoping to attack forward with her, but okay. Ruination, like, bearing in mind that Ruination is a move, I feel that we just immediately go forward. Immediately go forward here. Get our opponent down to 2. I can live with that. Of course. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, so that's what they had for 0 mana. So yeah. So the fact that they're gonna hit Feel the Rush now, and if they hit Feel the Rush, oh my god, yes, yes. That's fine. I mean, they've just used one of their vengeance. I mean, obviously, Ruination or Atrocity, and they do it, but we just go, ah, you think you're being smart, Yugi, but not today, as your 10/10s become useless. And plus, like, he's not leveled yet, but yeah, we do that. We could throw down Targon's. Oh, I do throw down. It's like, will I just hate myself? Will I just hate myself more? No, I feel like we're in the superior position right now. So that's what, of course, we're now just going to continuously hit our Targon's piece. I'm going to keep hitting this until you use it. Okay. So, they level. So, I feel that we're still in Ruination territory. But so right now, we have the high ground, as it were. So, we wait, because obviously Ruination, they keep this guy alive. So yeah, that's. They had that for 0. That was the. Okay, right, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. So that's fine. It now means that we can develop onto the board. It now means we can develop onto the board and hope that we can survive. So, okay. So, I mean, if we throw this out, we get the. I feel like I throw you out with the plan of throwing Targon's Peak out, like, because they've got less. I mean, they've got less cards in their hand. We're gonna go with the hope that we can find the things that we need, and they don't find the things that they need. That is gonna be how we're gonna play this in our head. So we're gonna actually throw out a Solari Soldier first, because we kind of want to get the lower end stuff out. But then that will mean having like nothing in the hand as well. So that's also a thing. But yeah, again, we know that Ruination, could play a part, so that's fine. That's fine. We now we play another soldier and go, haha! Look at me as I play my soldiers. Aren't they a laugh? Right. This now means we can drag you away, which means that we could get damage into their core. Oh, they're playing this game with me, eh? They're playing this game with me. So we want, like, we're gonna be basically going down to 1 card, so potential Ruination, but then that does mean getting rid of their big man. So it's a choice that they kind of have to be snidey about making. But we pull him away and we go forward with everything else, and that's pretty much GG, unless, of course, they run that in the deck. Oh no, they got this from us. For Unspeakable Horror of all things, right? So, okay, so it stops me from being able to drag, but it doesn't stop me from being able to still attack him with this elusively. We've basically got to use Star Shaping and hope that we get something good at this point, because That's not bad. That survives Ruination. That's not in a bad spot, you know. That's not in a bad spot. So it's elusive. There's not like, you know, it's got a spell shield on it, so Vengeance Ruination becomes like less of an issue. The fact that we could literally just throw this out and still throw this out.
Stop me.
Okay, so got a block there, and I guess we can block there. Potential Vengeance, as I say, could be a thing, but our opponent's got less things in the hand, right? That's what we need to keep telling ourselves. Our opponent's got less things in the hand. Hopefully, I mean, the Atrocity. If they can Vengeance this in an Atrocity, that's not gonna be what I want to see. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So it means that we're losing one elusive, but in the grand scheme of things, we're about to go whoop, and then throw out like a really big elusive, which even a Ruination would not be able to stop. So yes, or even a Vengeance wouldn't be able to stop. So this should just be GG. It's all worked out in the end. So whoop, we even throw everybody else out. We just go, you know what? We'll even grab you with the big boy here, just in case. Just in case. There it is. I was gonna say, just in case they found some weird way to get around this. Let's at least kill the big man. So at least kill the big man. So I mean, that worked out very nicely. Let's face it. Ooh, the Tom. Okay, right. So Tomcat's healing deck, which notoriously survives on eating all the small people. So maybe I keep that. Oh, maybe not. No, we basically need to either get the landmark or the thing which is going to draw the landmark. But this just gives us things that we can throw out to, you know, have attack going in the early game, or at least defense in the early game. But to be fair, that defense we don't really want to be using in, because like they've got the ability to heal themselves past certain things. So I'd be lying if I said that there was definitely bits of this I needed to defend. We need that landmark. We need to be getting that landmark. Come on, come to me, landmark, come to me. So
with a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
Okay. So we leave, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't starting to get scared, because that is now like the level up on top of Shyvana happening. We could throw a sharp sight to kill one of these. They don't really have any elusives in that deck, but it does mean that we can't play Shyvana. I feel like we leave it. I can take those points of damage and hope that I top deck landmark. We actually do have some big. We actually have started to have some big units coming in as well. So potentially, actually, like, you know, Molten Breath might end up doing, like, you know, some significant things for us like very soon. So there is that as well. Immediately go forward here. It's a big attack stat line that we can actually make bigger. Like if they try to do some. Here's a little lesson in trickery. So we do that.
Oh, you're all
it's okay.
so cute.
It's okay. So potentially throwing the lifesteal minion out to grab the stun. The stun might actually, because obviously the more units we put on here, like the more things they have to kind of like try to trade with to create problems. So stunning things is probably going to be my best option. Could go throwing this dragon out and then potentially this dragon out next turn, because we need to be like, so we need to be putting big threats on there on our side of the ball, because basically big threats is less likely they're going to trade with anything. So now by throwing you out, we are basically saying, come at me, bro. Like this is, we haven't even seen, we didn't need the landmark this time. We didn't need the landmark, he says cockily, while hoping that everything is going to work out just fine. So immediate attack in here. We have got a sharp sight. So they could go yet, but that's fine, because that's not actually like done any healing for them. We sadly don't get past that, but we don't mind doing that. We don't mind doing that, because this is basically the level up right now. We immediately take forward with all of our Dragon Boys, and I'm going to include the lifesteal. Mainly just because I just want to support myself that little bit more. We could also throw down a sharp sight if we really wanted to. Our opponent is down to 3 mana, meaning that they've not got many options, right? They've not got many options here, so they are basically having to trade things through for the greater good. Okay. And we have actually just got a judgment. I mean, it feels like they have top deck poorly. They've not got their Soraka out. They've not got their Tom Kench out, and they've got big things on the board they have to deal with. Molten Breath, basically just like destroying anything they put out right now. Going big. But I said like Molten Breath pretty much cuts down. Like if you throw like Tom Kench out, you throw something like out. The fact that we can make things bigger.
I make shepherding look easy.
So this just massively cutting down whatever the hell our opponent's got right now. Just like it's less likely they're going to be able to get round both of these, and especially stopping the fact they're healing core is quite big. I'll take that. If they go for a buff, potentially we go for Sharp Sight, but I doubt that they would. Like I said, they could do, but they might not. We'll see how this goes. So another. So that actually counters that, right? Because that means it only works on things which have got Fury. So by taking Fury off of it, obviously, or is it I've targeted it first? Like I don't know whether, because I know that so it doesn't do anything because we don't have Fury anymore. Fair play. Opponent has played well, but we do still have like a big attack coming for the next turn. So the fact that we can straight up stun these two units, potential Bastion, but we should have stun these 2 units, get a scout attack off, and then just go forward with everything. Yeah, there we go. So Bastion on 1. Bastion on 2. So our opponent has basically used up all of their mana. Our opponent has used up all of their mana on making sure they did that. So we just go wide on the board, I feel. We just go as wide as hell on this board. There was probably a better way of organising that. We could have also, as I said, just gone immediately with the scout attack first. But we go big on this board. They've got very little that they can do to defend themselves. Yeah, that's not a healing deck. Who are you? Okay, so Fiora Shen. I mean, we've got the landmark and we've got some big boys. Lifesteal might. You know what? Oh, this is going to be so stupid. I'm going to keep the hand. I'm going to keep the hand because I'm going to take this as being that they're going to have a really good start game and we're going to have the finisher. That's what, in my head, this makes sense that I just go, you know what? We let them have the start of the game. And, I mean, or they don't have the start of the game at all. See, this now opens up Fiora, so we kind of don't let so there's Fiora. I could play you, but I just feel like by playing you, I'm more playing against myself than helping. So I leave that. We've got. Oh, actually, I mean like right. Yeah, no, I mean that now we just wait for them to attack forward, and then we play the fangs. So damage comes at me. Out. Potential single combat, which would make a lot of sense. I'm actually going to take the silence, because if they throw down that minion which works with barrier, a single combat, isn't it? Yep. So I could sharp sight to just not die this turn, but I'm going to leave it for the time being. I might end up regretting that decision, because admittedly, you know, that would have been a nice amount of life steal, but because next turn we are basically leaving ourselves open to all the damage everywhere and not a drop to drink. That is our move. Okay, we have the ability to at least stop their draw of spells, so that's something. We have actually got quite a lot of low cost cards in this hand that I'm not happy about. Obviously, we've got the higher end that we want to be hitting, but that is in the fate. The fate of no. Okay, right, we have got a heal for 5, which and the fact we've hit a soul as well.
So I go.
So
sweep them away.
Okay. I mean, okay. Just don't have a buff now, Yugi. Just don't have a buff. The fact that we've actually managed to hit a soul is quite nice. Don't take that away from me. Don't you riposte me now. Okay. So. Riposte. No. Sharp sight. Okay. That's fine. We live. Not well, but we live. So we're basically gonna go two scourges in the hand.
Show them what we're made
Oh,
of.
that's not what I need to see.
I just may have an answer.
That's not what I need to see. But okay, we hope we got. If we come back now, oh, the scourge. If we come back now, if we come back with the fact that we are literally on 1 health, it will be amazing. So this will obliterate. Obviously, they can get round it. There's certain spells that they can use to get round this, but at least that should be like potentially Fiora Shen done, right? I mean, obviously, potential barrier. Like if they use riposte on top of her, it saves both of those two. But I kind of have to go for this move because it is my best chance of at least limiting the field of play on the opponent's side. Okay. That's in the grand scheme of things, that's Bubble Man. I did not need to see Bubble Man right now, and the fact that they hit that for 0 is devastating. Okay. All I've got left to believe in is hope. All I've got left to believe in is hope. So I'm on. It's the fact I'm on but 1 health. Oh, it's so close. Okay, so we need to be throwing out something which can at least compare to like it's gonna be, because obviously everything's gonna get bubbled up on our opponent's side of the field, so it's problematic for sure. I mean, if they put enough things on the board, they just need to go wide enough, and that's where the problem comes in, because we can't go 100% wide. Like, I wish it would have hit a unit. Like, literally, I needed it to hit a unit rather than sharp sight. Although sharp sight does mean we can still get him to the point. I mean, don't have another. Okay. We are, but hoping. We are, but hoping. Okay. Shh. I mean, all we've got is the fact that we can place this here, and then go and place him here. So if there's a rally, it's kind of dumb, but it's just 1 card left in our opponent's hand. We've not got much else that we can believe in. Just don't be rally. Yeah, okay, right. Come on, hit me something good. Ah! Okay, we can Exodia obliterate. We can Exodia obliterate our opponent's side of the board. I feel that we do take this. We take the 0 cost one. See what they get. Can see if they play something else onto the field of play. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Just because if Bubble Man finds a way around, I need the ability to defend myself from Bubble Man even more so. Okay. Oh, crap! The fact that this is slow speed and it is the ASOL, so I can't now use this. Yeah, that's quite bad. That's literally I needed that. I needed that to survive. Okay. So I guess we go about this in a slightly different way then, and throw the Bubble Man out, because at least I should be able to get some health back now. Okay, Bubble Man. We killed their Bubble Man, because I honestly could think that killing their Bubble Man is essential. Killing their Bubble Man is definitely essential here, so we'll do that. And then hope. Okay, so the fact that it's okay, right? So what we can do is, so we can silence their ability to decide where something goes, or we can silence the one increase of. I mean, admittedly, everyone we've got is kind of at 3 damage, so that's less of an issue. I feel that the more of the issue is them deciding where shit goes at the moment. I might end up regretting that decision. Okay, I mean, they denied it anyway. Okay, so Okay, we need to potentially just put a spell shield on top of Bubble Man to at least keep Bubble Man alive. Because let's face it, this just dies in so many different ways that I just have to accept that.
Nothing stands in our way.
The fact that they've gone big and bold, immediately is devastating. I mean, they must know this game is over now. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground, right? You must know that this is over, Anakin. Like this, oh my god, this game of Fiora Shen, we went all the way down to 1 health at one point. How did we live? Okay, right, so Twisted with Aphelios. Are they going to be running Flight? I'm trying to wonder, like, where's, so, I mean, obviously there is card draw. I mean, I'm going to keep the ability to draw my landmark. Would they be playing the moon landmark thing? That's the question. I honestly don't know. If they pass, then we pass, yeah. These are just more here for defense than they are for horde. Now, okay, right, so potentially if they play moon landmark, so their plan is to use Crescendum or whatever the hell the summon one is to summon that Boxtopus. I've seen that move done and it is devastating. It's okay though. We just need to keep ourselves alive for the time being. I mean, the fact that they've actually drawn their Boxtopuses is that's definitely not what they wanted. Let's just put it that way. That is not what they wanted. So they leave it because the whole identity of that deck works. Oh my god! When all you've got is all of your landmark stuff. Please tell me that our opponent is playing the please tell me that our opponent is playing the moon landmark, because right now I need them to be playing the moon landmark to somewhat feel better about myself. I need them to play the moon landmark to feel better about my life choices. Okay, it's okay. So I wish that she had Fury. Like, I honestly wish that Shyvana had Fury, because then that would mean that you could use Molten Breath on her immediately. I mean, obviously when she levels up, she gets it, but so our next turn is kind of dictated for us, and I mean, oh, I say that potentially Concerted Strike might end up being the smarter move, because they're basically just trying to level Twisted very quickly, and although I mean I'm gonna wait for them to do the moves they're doing. I don't think there's a way he gets around this, but like I want them to go for the pick a card move or something along those lines, just so that they waste their mana right now. Okay, so they go for Aphelios. We do have the ability to at least kill him so that he's not an issue anymore. So just before he gets, like, you know, his ultimate thing, but obviously we do have elusive damage going in. Yep, we take it. So you know, like, there's like so much he wants to do this move, but another part of me's like, but we could go forward. Because technically, maybe we level her, but it's like, well, Screeching Dragon is now, honestly, it's like, do I let my landmarks rot in my hand when, like, because obviously I feel like I do that because I've got an ability to be able just to grab Aphelios here and then potentially level Shyvana. Like, it seemed, to me, these moves feel right, but you know what, it feels bad when your hand's being clogged up by nothing but landmark removal. Okay, so that's 3 damage, which is not ideal.
Move short the moon, brother.
It's not ideal, and obviously it's going to cause me nothing but heartache and pain, but it does still give her a level up, so I will take it. Because now she actually does have, like, potentially, I mean, she's not going to live now. No, of course she doesn't. I was going to say that if she lived, then she would be the one. So, okay, our next turn, we haven't exactly got the best hand for it. We haven't got the best hand for it, but now our decisions are quite clearly made for... Oh, actually, no, wait. I miscalculated the stuff myself. I thought that because he put a power... Oh, no, because obviously that's only +1. But still, even +1. I mean, you know what? Don't question it. We lived. Somehow we lived when I thought I was going to die. So, that's nice. we could...
Like a fish in water.
When... You know when like every instinct in you still wants to play this, but then you think to yourself, but wait a minute, we can just remove 2 elusives from my path and also make bigger Shyvana. So, plus we're also denying a draw. I mean, like, it's getting to the point I was like, oh, my poor Targon peaks. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that does stop that move from going on. It does stop, that's actually like, you know, such a good counter, that hush move, just to stop it from having Fury, meaning, that doesn't work. Oh no. Wait, what have we used? I used a concerted strike at one point, didn't I? Crap. Right, so, okay. We immediately go forward. And then ASOL, like we throw down Eclipse Dragon going into ASOL. That is going to be the strategy right now. That is going to be the strategy. Like, it's really the comedy of the fact that these Targon's peaks have just been in our deck for so long, and like they must feel like, you know, so abused and unused. But it's like, no, don't you worry, my babies. I mean, okay. Because I have to at least like do something here. Are they running a... Is this some kind of mind meld deck? So get all the burble fish out and then mind meld in there as well? Is this what this is? I mean... That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's not the best, but I'll take it. So ASOL drops next turn. Potentially ASOL levels next turn, but obviously there is the chance that concern... Right, yep, so... Okay, all the big boys all come out right now. All the big boys come out to play. I kind of need to take this, right? I need to take a elusive, because I feel that... Yep, that's not what you want to see, but good to know. I feel that they just go burble on me, and it all goes to... So technically, actually playing Shyvana's not a bad choice next round, because of the fact that yeah, so they're gonna go big on the burbles. They're gonna go big man burble town. Yeah, we throw Shyvana out next turn, because then she does actually get a free strafing strike to hit one of these. So I can live with that. I mean, I'm slowly but surely not being able to live with it, but for the time being, I can live with it. So, okay, we throw down you.
They'll pay attention.
Oh, do we throw down you? Because then, like, judgment next turn. No, we throw. Okay, we go. Right, so, right, we play you. You then costs 2, which then still leaves me enough mana to use the. Oh my god! But if they go for an open. If they go for an open, I'm kind of screwed, so I kind of have to throw you down. Right. Sod it. We go for an open. Sod it. We go for an open, because we're forcing them to have to make all the trades. Okay. They can only have so many burble fish, right? If we keep telling ourselves that, we might be able to live. Okay. So, as long as we have one of these... Right. So until they start playing the elusives, we
Discipline and conviction.
Okay, because if they get a stun, I mean, to be fair, right, sod it. We throw the elusive out. We throw the elusive out right now. We're going big and bold. Going big and bold, hoping for the best. So they've got an elusive. We just need to hope that if they go for loads of if they go for loads of elusives with mind meld, we then just go and hope that they haven't used enough spells. Hope that they've not used enough spells that this is actually gonna work for us. Okay, so they throw all the purples out. They throw all the purples out. It turns into a mind meld. Okay, come on. Just. If this is what I think it is, where you just throw all the purples out, they then use mind meld. We have got the option here. We have got the option to maybe survive. So I wish I had sharp sight. Sharp sight would be the best right now.
You must fight for both of us.
Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna do this first. Let's just do this first. Buff everyone up. Get everyone buffing. Get everyone buff. Everyone buff. Okay. This is all a matter of hope. Hope. Okay. So overwhelm. I mean, so far we can block that. So at the moment, it's okay. It's the second they hush and then graviton that it becomes problematic. Unless we throw you out. No, we don't, because then that leaves us not with the it leaves us not with the option to throw down judgment. Like if they go for a big ball of okay, it's okay. We still live at the moment. They can't.
There's always fighting 8 tons, Pablo.
Okay, so they've now got the ability to drag our elusive away, but we still have. So go and throw Burble out. Throw Burble. Throw a Burble out. Can't do it.
If you can only feel
Throw the Burble out. Throw it out. Throw Burble out. when you're literally just like hoping your opponent throws a Burble fish out, just so you can go.
Where are you off to?
Okay, because technically we're still alive. Technically, we live. Not well, but we still live. But then obviously if they've got parlay or warning shot, that becomes problematic. So instead of having to worry about all that, I wish they were Burble fishes, but I'll take the flight. I'll take the flight. So So that was the Molten Peak deck. Definitely a good. I mean, obviously, I did a Dragon's Peak deck a very long time ago. So this is kind of slightly based when Targon's Peak first came out. I did a similar thing, but obviously with Molten Core, I just felt I wanted to throw a little bit more dragons in there. I wanted to give this a go and see how it went. Surprisingly, actually worked out well. It beat Fiora Shen, even though at one point we ended up at 1 health. We beat an Twisted Fate with Aphelios deck. I mean, it actually ended up working out quite well, but I'm not saying this is a great deck. This deck really is a hit or miss, because obviously it depends on what you make cost 0 on your opponent's side, and it depends what you get, because you could just end up getting something which is completely useless to you. So it's a gamble, but it's a lot of fun as a meme deck, so I would say definitely give it for a bit of a laugh, give this deck a go. But bear in mind, people, if you haven't already, there is the Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Obviously, you can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as the fact there's a Discord link down below if you want to join the Discord, the lovely community that we've got, or if you want to check out these lovely t-shirts that I had a graphic designer make, really talented graphic designer. The link for that is down below as well for merch, but do not feel forced to purchase anything or whatnot, it's just if you want to have a look. But also, just thank you all so much for the support that I've been getting. The support has been amazing. If you're already subscribed, already followed on Twitch, honestly, thank you. That is what fuels me and gives me the energy when people go, Mitch, you're so energetic. Where do you get it from? It's from you. As I said, the spirit bomb. You guys give me the energy that I need to keep going. So honestly, thank you so much. If you're not already subscribed or whatnot, why not consider it? But do not feel forced. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. And until next time, bye. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me. That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.